Another chapter is Class 7th Social Study Geography Chapter 2 Inside Our Earth. The Earth's layers. Number 1 is crust. It is the outermost surface of the earth is called the crust. Mostly earthquakes occur within the crust. It is the thinnest layer of the earth. The next one is mantle. Mantle is the earth's interior layer that is mostly composed of solid rocks and extends from the base of crust to the deepness of about 2900 kilometers. The third one is core, a layer that is rich in iron and nickel found in the interior of the earth is called core. It is composed of two sublayers. The outer core, this layer contains iron. It is a fluid, so Earth's magnetic field generates when it flows. Another one is inner core. This layer is solid and it is the innermost layer of the earth. Now, the question arises, what are rocks? The mass of mineral matter which Earth's crust is made up of is called rock. There are three types of rocks. The first one is igneous rock. Rocks which are formed by the solidifications of molten magma either beneath or at the earth's surface is called igneous rock. There are two types of igneous rocks, the intrusive igneous rock and extrusive igneous rock. Sedimentary rock, the rock which are formed by the deposition, alteration and compression transported by wind and water are called sedimentary rocks. The next rock is metamorphic rock. When igneous and sedimentary rocks come in contact with high pressure and high temperature during chemical alteration, then metamorphic rocks are formed. Mineral. Mineral is the component of the rock. It is a naturally occurring inorganic solid which has a crystalline structure and it has a specific chemical composition. The most common minerals are based on silicon and oxygen. Next is the rock cycle. When the molten magma comes out and cools, it is converted into igneous rock by solidification. The small particles of igneous rock form sedimentary rock by transporting and depositing method. When the igneous and sedimentary rock come in contact with high temperature and pressure, metamorphic rocks are formed. And after again magma is formed by melting metamorphic rocks that are still under great heat and pressure. Magma and lava. Magma is known as molten rock below the structure of the earth that rises in volcanic vents. After it erupts from a volcano, it is called lava. You can refer this picture and understand. Now, students, from this chapter, some exercises and question answers we will do. So this is the solutions for class 7 chapter 2 inside our earth. The first question is, what are the three layers of the earth? As you have studied in this chapter, the three layers of the earth are the crust, the mantle, and the core. Next question is, what is a rock? So the answer is any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth's crust is called a rock. The earth's crust is made up of various types of rock of different texture, size, and color. The next question is, name three types of rocks. So the answers is the three types of rocks are the igneous rocks, the sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Question number 4 is, how are extrusive and intrusive rocks formed? So the answer is the molten lava comes out of volcanoes, reaches the earth's surface, and cools down rapidly to become a solid piece of rock. This is how extrusive rocks are formed. Example is basalt. Now, when the molten lava solidifies deep inside the earth's crust, the rocks so formed are called intrusive rocks. For example, granite. Another question is, what do you mean by a rock cycle? The process of transformations of rocks from one type to another due to the changes in the certain conditions in a cycle manner is called a rock cycle. Question is, what are the uses of rocks? So the answer is, rocks are useful for various purposes. First one, it helps in making roads. It is used in the constructions of houses and buildings. Small stones are used by children in different types of games. And the next is, they are used in fertilizers. Question is, what are metamorphic rocks? The answer is the type of rocks formed when igneous and sedimentary rocks experience heat and pressure are called metamorphic rocks. The next question is, tick the correct answer. The question is, the rock which is made up of molten magma is? The answer is igneous. The question is, the innermost layer of the earth is? The answer is option B, the core. The next question is, gold, petroleum, and coal are the examples of either rock, minerals, or fossils. So the correct answer is the minerals. Another question is, the rocks which contains the fossils are sedimentary rocks. Question number 5 is, the thinnest layer of the earth is the crust. Now the next question, the match the following. As you can see, the questions are given here. You will just go through this question, and in the next the answer is given. So here is the answer of match the columns. So just you read and understand this. The next segment is give reasons. So the question is, we cannot go to the center of the earth. Why? So we cannot go to the center of this earth because the temperature and pressure at the center of the earth is very high, and not just human beings but even rocks melt at the center of the earth. Question is, sedimentary rocks are formed from sediments. The answer is, the small fragments of rock that hit each other and break to reach the ground are called sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind, water, etc., and then are compressed and hardened to form a layer of rocks called the sedimentary rocks. This shows that sedimentary rocks are formed from sediments. Question is, limestone is changed into marble. The answer is the igneous and sedimentary rocks change into metamorphic rocks under heat and pressure. This happens in the case of limestone. The limestone under heat and pressure changes into marble, which is a metamorphic rock. So, dear student, in this chapter, you have read about the different types of layer and what is found inside the earth, and also given the question answers. So go through the chapter and its question answer, understand it, stay at home. Thanks.